Companies that make it in the Fortune 100 best companies to work for list outperform the market by the factor of 3.68. So in this video we are diving into the fascinating world of company culture and exploring how structural changes can lead to a transformation impact on workplace dynamics and more innovations and more successful companies. First, let's understand what we mean by company structure. A company structure consists of three parts: delegation, authority to issue instructions, and management span. Delegation means the transfer of task and power to subordinate units. The advantage of a strong delegation is the relief of the higher level authorities. The decision making is there where the understanding of the problem is the greatest, flexibility, speed, and the demand for young managers. However, this can also lead to an increase in coordination and control requirements and the demotivation due to the removal of authority. When you talk about authority to issue instructions, there are two different systems: a single line and a multi-line system. The single line means that every employee has only one manager. This leads to a clear responsibility. However, it can lead to long official channels if you want to talk to a colleague from another department. A multi-line system could be introduced for this, so you don't just have one manager, but several. This results in shorter decision-making paths and shorter communication channels. It is also possible to specialize leaders in a certain extent, as not every leader is necessary for everything. However, if you use a multi-line system, there is no clear responsibility. As you can imagine, the single-line system is standard. I only mention the multi-line system for the sake of completeness. And the management span indicates how many people are subordinate to a leader. The smaller the management span, the higher the number of hierarchical levels. Now let's talk about culture. Why is corporate culture so crucial? A positive culture can lead to increased employee engagement, higher productivity, and better retention rates. It's the backbone of a happy and efficient workplace, and this can be the most unfair advantage compared to your competitors. But how do we align our corporate culture to enhance the culture? Well, first you have to understand that the culture follows a structure, not the other way around. Flat organizational structures tend to foster a culture of openness and equality, where ideas and feedback are welcomed at every level. In contrast, hierarchical structures emphasize clearly defined authority and responsibility, which can lead to a culture where chains of command and formal processes dominate. These differences in organizational charts are directly reflected to the working atmosphere and how employees interact with each other. Let me explain that in two examples. Example 1, a flat hierarchy in a technology startup. The flat organizational chart promotes flexibility and fast decision making. The low number of hierarchical levels is intended to encourage innovation and facilitate open communication. The results are faster decision making and higher adaptability to market changes, high employee satisfaction and low staff turnover, and a successful product launch through collaborative innovation processes. Example 2 is a traditional hierarchical organization chart in a medium-sized manufacturing company. The company has a long history and relies on traditional hierarchical organization chart to ensure clear responsibilities and efficient workflows. The results are a stable and predictive work process, but slower adaptation to change. Respect and authority are upheld in the corporate culture. And there's challenges in terms of innovation and creativity due to rigid structures. So which kind of structure is the right now? I don't know. It depends on your company, what kind of corporate culture you want to have and which market you are in. Sometimes one makes more sense, sometimes the other. But I would like to tell you that for large companies it's not necessarily the extreme variance that makes sense, but a certain combination. But how do you find out now? When companies want to adapt their structure, it's usually referred as restructuring. This usually happens when an emergency situation is already occurred. Company restructuring is often seen as the last change to save a company that has gone into difficulties before it finally goes out of business. But why do so many companies only do it when it's already too late? Necessity is not only the mother of innovation, it also makes people joinable. My parents used to tell me a saying: either you take care of your health or you will have to take care of your illness later. Which one is easier? And it's the same for companies. Regularly adapting the company structure can prevent bankruptcy. And there's a method for this. The 7 Ps. Number 1, plan. The first step is to draw up a clear plan. This involves defining the company's current start position and determining the target position after the successful restructuring. The plan describes the steps required to get from the starting position to the target position, as well as the cost incurred and the expected benefits. A clear, transparent plan promotes trust and clarity within the company. The employees understand better where the company is heading and how they can contribute. This creates a culture of goal orientation and accountability. Number 2, people. Plans are implemented by people. The right people are therefore crucial for the success of the restructuring. It is particularly important to put together a strong team and sometimes fire employees who cannot identify with the new goals. This involves all levels of the company, from top management to operational units. People's motivation and stamina play a central role. The right selection of key people and the promotion of positive cooperation can strengthen the culture of personal responsibility, motivation, and adaptability. Building a strong team and promoting individual strengths will also create a culture of cohesion and performance orientation. Number 3, partitioning. Partitioning means structuring the distribution of work within the company. The goal is not to organize the distribution of tasks around individual people, but to structure them topically. The process organization is analyzed and redesigned to ensure that it optimally supports and achievements of objectives. This may mean that work is distributed along process rather than traditional organizational structures. A transparent task-based division of work rather than personal-oriented structure can promote a culture of collaboration and accountability. It ensures clarity of responsibility and promotes a culture of cooperation and sufficiency. Number 4, processes. Businesses need to review their business processes of efficiency and effectiveness. If the existing process organization does not meet the objectives, the processes must be redesigned. The processes should support both the operational and the strategic goals. Process optimization is an important part of remaining competitive and successful implementation restructuring. Efficient, well-structured processes reduce unclear issue and friction, creating a culture of trust and efficiency. Employees experience less stress and frustration because clear defined processes are in place. In addition, efficient processes promote a culture of excellence and continuous improvement. They also increase internal collaboration and quality awareness. Number 5, platforms. Platforms, especially IT-supported and communication platforms such as Microsoft Teams, play an essential role in restructuring. They not only help by the implementation of operational tasks, but also with communication and collaboration, both internally and externally. Efficient platforms promote communication and collaboration, especially in a decentralized and hybrid work environment that fosters a more open, collaborative, and technology-driven culture that supports innovation and information sharing. Number 6, portfolio. A key element of restructuring is the analysis and possible realignment of the product and service portfolio. An outdated or flexible offering can cause company difficulties. The portfolio must therefore regularly reviewed and, if necessary, adjusted to ensure that it meets changing customer needs and the company remains competitive. Regularly reviewing and adapting the portfolio creates an agile and customer-oriented corporate culture. Employees develop an awareness of market changes and the importance of flexibility, which strengthens a culture of innovation. And number 7, performance. Measuring performance during and after restructuring is crucial in order to monitor process and make any necessary corrections in good time. This involves both strategic and operational performance of the company. Continuous monitoring of the restructuring makes it possible to measure success and keep the company on track in long term. Consistently measuring performance creates a culture of transparency and accountability. This promotes a result-oriented culture in which continuous improvement and performance measurement are core values. These 7 building blocks provide a comprehensive approach to restructuring a company by covering both strategic planning and operational implementation. During the implementation this changes. It's crucial to measure the impact. You can use metrics like employee satisfaction survey, productivity rates, and retention statistics. Regularly review these metrics to ensure that changes having the desired effect. Here are some examples how to measure the 7 Ps. The plan can be measured by target achievement. For example, you could track a KPI, such as the achievement of set milestones with a certain time. Process monitoring is crucial here. People measurement can be measured through employee satisfaction and engagement. Regularly surveys or employee turnover provides insights into employee motivation and identification within the company. Number 3, partitioning. This can be measured in terms of improvement operational efficiency. You can compare the time it takes to complete certain tasks or projects before and after the restructuring. Process improvement can be measured by throughput times, error rates, or cost reductions. The performance of IT and communication platforms can be measured by user acceptance, susceptibility to errors, or the frequency of system failures. An improvement in system availability to 99.9% would be a target. Number 6, portfolio. Sales growth in new market segments or the proportion of products successfully launched as part of restructuring are measurable results. And number 7, performance. You can measure the performance by using key financial figures such as sales, profits, or return on investment. Transforming your corporate structure to enhance culture is not a one-time task, but an ongoing process. Keep listening to your employees and be willing to adapt. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on creating a great corporate culture. If there's anything you would like to learn more about corporate culture, please let me know in the comments.